So I'm going to come up. Let's bring yourself onto all fours. Oh, lovely. Just give yourself a wiggle, just introducing some weight into your wrists and then taking it into circles. Changing direction. And again, just notice maybe the left side of your body feels a little bit tighter than the right. And then coming back to center. So making sure wrists and elbows are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Taking a deep breath. So you exhale, bringing your tailbone under. Relaxing your head down. So try and relax the back of your legs and your bum cheeks. If you can do that, you'll tend to use the core more. Just let your head hang. Now as you breathe in, I'm going to send the tailbone. I like to have a little shoulder roll here to lift my heart up. So I'm sending the tailbone towards the ceiling, my heart up towards the ceiling as well. At this point, I'm not letting my belly just hang onto the floor, I'm still keeping the tummy pulled in. And then breathing out. And then start to follow your own breath. We all have different lung capacities. And then bringing yourself back to center. And tuck the toes under at the back. We're going to bring ourselves into a little baby downward dog. So from here, my knees are nice and bent. I'm letting my head hang. Just moving that little stone out of the way before I put my knee on it. And I'm going to bring myself back down. Take the toes and then flatten down. So I'm not in a proper child pose. I've still got my knees and my ankles in line with each other. Breathe into the body. Exhale, reach those arms forward. I'm going to lift, slide the hands forward, elbows in, baby chaturanga. So we're trying not to drop into the waist. Send your chest down first. So we pull the shoulders back, chest down. And then baby cobra. So again, try not to just push into the hands. We want to warm the body up first. So squeeze the bum and the lower back. Reach the legs away, cramping our foot, it's quite normal, and then relax down. Slide the hands under the shoulders, pull the elbows in, tuck the toes in. Now again, instead of just lifting, can you lift your hips first? So we're getting a bit more into the arms with that one. And then take it to that little baby downward dog again. Again, my legs are bent, I'm not trying to straighten the legs at this point. I want my bum to be in the air. It's a nice little stretch, a little play. And then knees come down, bum to heels, child. Breathing in. Exhale, reach the hands further away. Inhale as you lift, slide the hands forward, bum up, boobs down. Baby cobra. So the shoulders want to be pulled back. There's no weight in the hands. And relax down. Hands under the shoulders, toes, knees, hips, downward dog. So from here, just send the right heel into the floor, nice and gently. So we're just stretching the back of the calves and the hamstrings, and then change sides. And then nice and slowly working through each side. And what you want to notice here is which side feels tighter, which side feels stiffer. Think of the back of the legs, maybe the one leg feels a little bit more harder to stretch off than the other side. So now my right side tends to be tighter. I'm just walking it out. And then bring the knees down, back to your child pose. This time bring your hands in little twirls. Take a deep breath. Exhale, reach those arms further. We're trying to get in between the legs. Inhale, lift, slide the hands, baby cobra. Breathing in and lift. So this time we're going to go into the full cobra or the higher cobra. I call it the daddy cobra. Gently start to push the hands into the floor, pull your elbows in. So we're not in this kind of position. You always get people locking into their shoulders and their elbows. Your shoulders are completely in the wrong place, and it's not really doing your body any good. So if you soften your elbows and pull the shoulders down, we're going to work on the stabilizing muscles of the shoulder. And then relax down. Hands under the shoulders, toes, knees, hips, downward dog. So just taking a moment with your downward dogs. 4 fingers are pointing forward, nice and spread. Now I haven't got the longest hamstring, so my heels won't touch the floor. But in order to keep my back straight, I'm going to bend my knees slightly, because what I don't want to do is straighten my legs, heels down, and then that happens with my back. So I'm going to drop, and then much better position for my back. Drawing the heart a little bit closer towards the ankles, and maybe slowly starting to try and straighten them, but I know if I try and straighten too much, they're just going to go into that position. So I'm going to bring myself down, left knee on the floor, step forward with the right leg. And I'm going to hold that position. So from here you can pop a block under your hands if you need to. Maybe you've got boobs and bellies in the way, it's completely normal. From here, walking that right foot out slightly, and maybe just open up a little bit. Making sure again that we're not into the shoulder joint, push out of the shoulders. Lifting the heart, take a deep breath. From here, release, pull the leg back. We're going to come back into the little chaturangas. So down. Breathing into baby cobra, then daddy cobra. Elbows pulled into the body, shoulders down the back. Squeeze those bum cheeks. And then bring yourself down. So for some people, this might be your cobra, it doesn't matter. Depends on your back. Hands under the shoulders, toes, knees, hips, arms. Downward dog. Okay, just have a play. We don't need to be so static in our yoga practice. Just feel what your body's feeling like today, what needs stretching, what needs moving. Coming down to the right knee, step forward with the left. Flatten the rear toe, lift the heart. I'm going to walk the left out slightly and then just open it up a little bit. So if your wrists hurt, you can come up onto the knuckles like that. Just taking another breath in and then releasing that. So take it back, and this time taking it to child pose again. Reach those arms forward. Coming up onto all fours, tuck the toes in. We're going to come to a plank position here. So from here, we're going to lift the right leg. You're going to pull the right knee to the right thumb. The heel comes in front of the left hip. Soften that and then slide down. So I'm just going to turn to the camera. I'm going to be in that position. So both your hip bones are pointing forward. Okay? If you feel any pins and needles in your leg or anywhere like that, you can take a block. As I've got my bolster, I'm going to use that. And you can put it underneath there. So now I've actually got no weight in the front knee. So this that will just help in case you're feeling a bit more stuck over there if you've got knee injuries or anything. Then use something underneath the hips to help with that. So I'm going to slide the rear leg out as far as I can. Now for some people you might just want to stay here. Maybe you can come down to your elbows. Again, be conscious of how the right foot is feeling, making sure, again, there's no pins and needles or anything like that. Or maybe you want to come down a bit lower. Or maybe you want to come down into there. So, if you cannot do a pigeon, maybe you've got a knee issue, you can come onto your back, pop top leg over the bottom and just pull that in towards you. You're still going to get a stretch there in that bum cheek. So you can hold it through there. Okay, so that's an alternative one. So on your next breath, bring yourself up. Tuck your rear toes under, pull that front leg to the back. Now you have a choice of doing a full chaturanga or come down to your knees. So I'll do the full one just because we've already done knees. So from there, chest comes down, and I do like to cheat a little bit with this, just to make sure that we're not sinking in the lower back, because often what happens is this. You don't want to do that. So lift the bum a little bit, chest, and then baby cobra, daddy cobra. Relaxing down, hands under the shoulders, toes, knees, hips, downward dog. So as you can see, as the body warms up, finding a little bit more space, being able to go a little bit deeper into the posture without forcing it. Bring yourself to plank, lifting the left leg, left knee to left thumb, left heel in front of the hip, and foot down. Now some people might have more mobility, so they can take that foot a lot more that way. I haven't. It puts too much strain on my knee joint, so you can have that there. If you need to use that block under your thigh, have it there. Both your hips are pointing forward, so just check, is that hip there? So be aware if you can feel yourself rolling there. Okay, you want to be pointing forward. Then you can have your hands there, pull out in front.